Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello friends, happy Ramadan Kareem. Today I was making a gossip with my some friends about the quality of life and the right to a quality life in the legal and constitutional framework of Pakistan. Dear friends, you know, understanding of the word life entails its enjoyment at a higher level. Life is a vast thing. Life is not a narrow thing. If you spend the life on the right path, it will be at the its entail on its enjoyment at higher level. Basically, the life enjoyment at a higher level, at the level of quality of life, has been discussed in the Mohtarma Benazir Bhutto versus President of Pakistan case that was reported in PLD 1998. Supreme Court of Pakistan, page 388. You people know. And being a humble student of law, I'm not a teacher, I'm not giving the lecture, I'm just making a gossip, gupshup only. You people know right to life is held to include its basic amenities of life, and amenities of life always leads to the quality of life. And the amenities of life as the right in the constitutional and legal framework of Pakistan was discussed in the Musammat Nasreen Riaz versus Lahore Development Authority case that was reported in 1998 CLC Lahore High Court, page 1099. You people know. Dear friends, right to life was held to have a very broad meaning and included all those facilities that were essential for a quality life. Life means quality life. That was interpreted in the Imdad Hussain versus Province of Sindh case that was reported in PLD 2007, Karachi High Court, page 116. And dear friends, in our constitutional law, not merely right to life is granted, but entitlement to a reasonable standard of amenities is also recognized in the Constitution of Pakistan 1973. Where any action that degrades a basic standard of life concerning a considerable portion of life of the people, it amounts to the infringement of the right to life. And the right to life is considered to be infringed by the powerful authorities or government authorities or executive authorities. You people know this was Sayyid Mansoor Ali Shah versus Government of Punjab case that was reported PLD 2007 Lahore High Court, page 403. And it is a great brief bearing case law in which the amenities of life was declared to be the part and parcel of life, and the quality life was taken in the meaning of quality life with all the facilities to live as a quality standard of life. Dear friends, enforcement of fundamental right to life is not only against some tangible breaches or violations. Even where some health dangers were created to the lives of some particular class of life of the people, some class of people, then it was considered a deprivation of right to life, even though it was not certain that life of any person was likely to be adversely affected by the proposed action of a state functionary. And it was discussed in the landmark judgment of Musammat Shehla Zia case. You people know Shehla Zia case. Interpret the quality, standard of life. Shehla Zia case was reported, Musammat Shehla Zia versus Wabda, that was reported in PLD 1994, Supreme Court of Pakistan, page 693. If someone found to read a specific case which lead to encouragement for the fundamental rights in Pakistan, he must read the Shehla Zia case that was reported in PLD 1994, Supreme Court of Pakistan, page 693. Musammat Shehla Zia was a brave lady who fought in Pakistan for his quality of life against FAPTA. A much interesting case, dear. And dear friends, the granting of an injunction prohibiting installation of the transmission lines was upheld in Karachi Electric Supply Corporation Limited versus Government of Sindh through Secretary Irrigation and Power Karachi, and it was a landmark judgment which was reported in 2005 MLD page 702. And in this case, it apparently, electric transmissions apparently threatened the peaceful life, and that were stopped, and that was granted the injunction against the installation of the electric transmissions, which will disturb the peaceful life of the area. Dear friends, in a suo motu case, and I was at Lahore at that time, and I feel proud while seeing the proceedings at the Supreme Court of Pakistan at that time. Only notice serving process was initiated at that time, and a sumoto case, it was entitled Cutting of Trees for the Canal Widening Project, Lahore, and it was maintained that the project was not to be interfered with until it was proved that cutting of some of the trees, which was for a public purpose, had any adverse environmental or ecological effect. You will have to prove before cutting the tree that the cutting of tree will not make danger for the environment or for the ecological effect in Pakistan. And I feel the cutting of tree for the canal widening project, Supreme Court suo motu case, was a great development in the fundamental rights war, and that case was reported, you people know, cutting of tree for canal widening project, Lahore, and it was reported 2011 SCMR page 1743. Dear friends, right to clear and fresh water. I am in the state of Rosa, and I feel pleasure while talking about the right to the clear and fresh water. Thanda pani, you people know, is considered a part of the right to life, and that was discussed in the Nazam UC Allah Bachaya Shore versus the state case, 2004 YLR Karachi High Court page 2077. Dear friends, the August Supreme Court of Pakistan held that activities of mining in the water catchment area would be hazard to the human life, as the underground water may get polluted and there would be infringement of the right to the clean water. This was discussed in a landmark case. General Secretary, West Pakistan Salt Miners Labour Union, Kyoda Jehlam versus the Director Industries and Mineral Development Punjab, Lahore, and its case was reported in 1994 SCMR page 1206, and this case was reported in 1994 2061. 1994 SCMR page 2061, a landmark judgment for the right to clean and fresh water. An aquifer of water should not be polluted by anyone. To breathe in the clear atmosphere and live in the pollution-free environment is included in the right to life, you people know. And it was discussed in Islam Hussain versus City District Government and others, 2007 CLC Karachi, page 530, and Khurram Khan Advocate versus Government of Punjab, PLD 2009, Lahore High Court, page 22. Right to polluted-free environment is the fundamental right that was recognized by the superior courts of Pakistan. Dear friends, right to life also entails the right to live in a world where all the birds and animals were present, and if any one or more of the species were allowed to be eliminated without paying any heed, it would not be a consonance with the guarantee available at Article 9 of our Constitution. A man has the right to live in the natural environment, and this case was reported in province of Sindh versus Lal Khan Chandiyo case, and this case was reported in 2016 SCMR page 408. Dear friends, physical defiling of environment or inflicted edibles would tantamount to the deprivation of life as envisaged under the Article 9 of Constitution, right or security to the life, security of person, right to life. And this was discussed in a landmark judgment, Adilur Rahman and others versus Federation of Pakistan and others, and it was reported 2005 SCMR page 1. Even free access to the parks, free access to the jungles, free access to the canals, free access to the peaceful environment, free access to the hill stations, free access to the any pleasant place in Pakistan is held to be within the domain of Article 9, right to life and right to the quality life of the Constitution of Pakistan 1973. And this specific and landmark judgment was reported Musammat Rashda Abdul Rahman versus Zahur Hussain and others, and it was reported 2007 CLC Lahore High Court page 1372. And you people know right to life goes in a upper level and attains the right to quality of life, and to live a quality life is the fundamental right of a person living in Pakistan. And that was the topic of my discussion, gossip panel. not a lecture word just for the make it easy on the internet. Is the constitutional and fundamental right of any person in Pakistan. And we will discuss inshallah next time more and more about the right to quality life in the legal and constitutional framework of Pakistan. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.